Allen Powers. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Allen Powers. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Allen Powers. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. It's the Allen Powers Show. Yeah. Where we lock you low. Come on. Yeah.
Welcome to another special edition of the Allen Powers Show. The national championship is set. Notre Dame, Ohio State. Y'all called it. You called it yesterday, Vic. This game wasn't as entertaining as yesterday's game, but I mean, it had some entertainment value, but it wasn't as good as a last-second field goal Notre Dame victory. But after watching this game, the guy that y'all talked about all day yesterday, Jeremiah Smith, was quiet, but Ohio State still pulled it off. What's your initial thoughts after watching the game?
Yeah, they just showed their toughness, man. You know, they gritted the game out. They won with their defense tonight. Their offense really didn't do it. That just shows the signs of a well-coached team, regardless of whatever we say about Ryan Day and he can't beat Michigan. That's another story. But, you know, kudos to the Ohio State, man. You know, Irish got their hands full.
Jeremiah Smith was quiet, man. He didn't have a big game at all, and they still pulled it off. Can they do the same thing and win against Notre Dame, in your opinion? If Jeremiah Smith is quiet,
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, man, because Notre Dame, Xavier Watson, Christian Gray in that secondary, bro, is legit at Notre Dame. And you're going to have to try to get something in the passing game. If you don't, you ain't going to beat them.
So let's go through the game, man. In the first half, for me, when I was looking at the game and just looking at how the game was played, to me, Texas looked overmatched to me. Even though it was a one-score game, I still felt like, Ohio State right now is at a different level. And then as the game progressed, Texas started to show up, and they kept the game close, one-possession game. They even tied it, and then Ohio State scored, and then they had a fourth down play, scoop and score for Ohio State. How did you think Texas competed against Ohio State?
Well, hey, bro, I kind of saw what you were saying. They were overmatched, but they were right there before that scoop and score. They were right there to tie the game up and make a game of it, man. Ohio State kind of shot themselves in the foot with some penalties too that kept Texas around too. You know what I'm saying? So, but kudos to Texas for almost taking advantage of them. Like I said, they were down there to tie the game up, and it just so happened that they had a Chicago Bears moment. I call that a Chicago Bears moment. That scoop and score, I was just looking at that like, wow. I'm like, that's it. I'm like, that's the game right there.
I could not.
I'm like, Texas had a chance. First and goal at the 2. Lost yards on first down, lost yards on second, then on third, scoop and score on you. I said, wow, that's crazy. You didn't even get 3 out of it.
Didn't even get 3. Also, matter of fact, as we look at that play, as a coach, if you put your coaching hat on, would you have went for the 3, or you got to go for it on 4th and goal?
I mean, at that point in the game, you do have to go for it. That's 4-down territory, man, because the national championships, there's not much time on the clock. You don't want to get them the ball back and they make a play. You got to go for the gusto. That's the game right there.
Do you think it should have been an Arch Manning sighting in any way in the game? Do you think that he should have came in? How do you feel about that part of Texas? They only scored 14 points. Do you think Arch Manning could have done better?
I mean, the fan in me says possibly, but you know what I'm saying? The student of the game in me says that the coaches are around these guys every day. They're evaluating, and I don't know if they think Archer's ready or not for the you know what I'm saying? That's just my take on it. I think if he was ready, he'd have been playing.
Black Butterfly Pie checking in on Facebook said nephew should have got some tick. I think a lot of people probably feel that way, but at the same time, this is the semifinals of the college football playoff. This is not the time to start making moves. You kind of set in your way at this point. The only way you go to Arch Manning is if kind of like you see no movement with the offense and you got to try to get a spark or something. And that's when you make that move. But it was a close game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel what Black Butterfly Pot is saying, but when it's a close game, you don't make that move. How you feel about that, Vic?
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. You just like you go what got you here right now at this point. You don't start switching up in the like basically in the playoffs. You don't start switching up in the playoffs. That's not. You don't do that. You just go what got you here. Like I said, they had a chance, and just for that, Ohio State defense stepped up and made a hell of a play, man.
Yes. So why do you think that Jeremiah Smith was so quiet? What did you see watching the game?
I saw Texas just seriously. They played tight man coverage and put a safety over the top, and was forcing Ohio State to run the ball. Basically giving them to run the ball, giving them to run a little bit.
Yeah. Keith McDonald's on Facebook said Ewers had to be hyped, motivated to go against the team that passed on him. When I was looking at the game, I seen that it was some times that he was open and the quarterback missed him. Either pressure was coming or he just plain out missed him. And as Bears fans, we seen whether it was Justin Fields or Caleb Williams, we seen times where players was open and the quarterback just didn't either get to the progression or just plainly missed them. Did you see the same thing that I saw?
And that's one of the weaknesses that I've been paying attention to Ohio State. Like you can get some pressure on that O-line.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get some pressure on that O-line. You can get some pressure through that O-line. You can get to the quarterback a little bit, and you can get some turnovers, as we saw tonight. He threw a couple interceptions, Ohio State's quarterback.
We've seen the other receivers step up. How do you feel about the supporting cast of Ohio State? Other than Jeremiah Smith, the other receivers and running backs.
Man, Tate, he dropped short touchdown on that first drive. He dropped a short touchdown. But in that, though, he stepped up and made a few plays, man. They got a few other playmakers outside of Jeremiah Smith. That's how they was able to win the game. You know what I'm saying? They still was able to put up 21 points without the pick six. So, you know, that the game last night came down to like 27-24. That's what it get. They begin to be more like defensive battles. Ain't none of these 40, 50-point college games that we used to back then, bro. Like these guys is more competitive. Like you and I said, the teams are more evenly matched. It's more competitive. That Neil money that made it different. Everybody can pay for these players now. Everybody got athletes.
Yes.
Everybody has athletes.
Everybody has a chance now. It's not just the old Alabamas, Georgias, the Clemsons on a regular basis. Nah, bro. Everybody has a chance. And now we have the Notre Dame, Ohio State. You called it, or you thought Ohio State was a better team. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Give me your initial thoughts. I don't think we're going to do a prediction just yet. We probably wait till the next show to do that. But what's your initial thoughts? Notre Dame.
Oh man, that's a tough matchup for my Irish. But what I do like though is, man, I like our grit. We gonna battle. And what I saw tonight, like we can battle with them, like in the trenches. Like we can battle in the trenches with anybody. That's what the game's gonna be won and lost at in the trenches. And Notre Dame can hold their own with anybody. So it just comes down to who makes the most plays. You know what I'm saying? Who limit themselves to the least amount of mistakes. And that's gonna be your winner. I'm not gonna make a prediction say, Notre Dame gonna blow them out. I'm not saying they're gonna lose. We're gonna have a good game. I'm gonna be riding with my team, and we're gonna see what the outcome be.
I'm excited to see this game, man. Notre Dame, Midwest.
And my buddy Antoine Mathis, bro. We got to get him on the show, bro. He's a Ohio State fan, big Ohio State fan. So we should get him on the show before the next game.
Link him up with me, man.
Just let me know. Just let me know when you want to do it, and then I'll link him up with you, and then we'll get it together.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. Listen, I didn't want to come on here long. I just want to do a quick reaction show, man. React from the game and a quick preview. Notre Dame, Ohio State is going down.
What's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts?
Listen, the Notre Dame game was better than me. Like I was
It
like,
was. It was more exciting, man. It was more exciting. It was. It's definitely more exciting. I want people to just say that because I'm a fan. You're not even a Notre Dame fan. Just you getting into college football this year, like you stated, and that game was more exciting. The game, you know what I'm saying? That game was more exciting. Came down to a clutch field goal. Like guys were making plays in the fourth quarter, like back and forth heavyweight bout.
The Notre Dame game, it started off slow, but when it picked up in the second half, it picked all the way up.
Yes, the third and fourth quarter, they were going back and forth, man.
Right. This game, it was close, but it wasn't. We had the one big play with the scoop and score, but other than that, like it wasn't too much to write about.
It wasn't really though like excitement here and there. It was just like they were going through the motions, man. Just like Ohio State, like we got this game, we just gonna grind it out. We ain't trying to do too much or show too much, I guess. I don't know, man. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a pretty game at all.
Not at all. But I think the Notre Dame Ohio State game is going to be a good game. I'm excited.
I think this is going to be a classic.
Yes.
You know, Marcus Freeman going against his alma mater, man.
Wow.
Yeah. He going against his alma mater.
So we definitely going to preview that game. We got NFL playoffs coming up. Depending on what's happening, I'm more NFL than college. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to try to talk about these NFL games. But this college playoff has been entertaining. I'm happy they did the 12-team playoffs. I like to see other teams get a chance. And I think without the 12-team playoffs, it's not even a clear cut that Notre Dame would have got this opportunity without the 12-team playoff. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's why I said not at all. And, you know, I just want to, you know, like I said, give shout out to Marcus Freeman for what he did with the program, man, coming from where it came from. You know what I'm saying? They always like got there but couldn't get over the hump. You know what I mean? Now he's over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they had that ugly loss to Northern. That still always sticks in people's head. Everybody jumped on Notre Dame after that. And then literally week after week, it got quieter and quieter on this team. You got quieter and quieter on this team. Like you didn't hear from nobody. Like you ain't hear from nobody now. We was hearing from before the games, but then after the games, we don't hear from them. They disappear. Everybody talking crazy before the game. Then after the game, you don't hear from them.
I definitely looking at the matchup. I definitely believe Notre Dame has a great chance to win this game. Ohio State, good football team, but they didn't do nothing to like, oh, Notre Dame is not, can't compete.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we can play with them. We can play with any. They can play with any team in the country.
Absolutely.
That's why they're in the championship game. Their defense is just. I'm telling you, you ain't finna just drop back and throw on Notre Dame. You're not just about to do that.
Absolutely.
You better get something going in that run game, and they've been stuffing that. They've been stuffing that out too. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough. They've been playing good defense. I ain't saying they're gonna dominate Ohio State. Ohio State is gonna be in for a fight. Like they have never fought this year. This team, like the physicality of Notre Dame, is just what I love. They play physical. And aggressiveness.
I think this game is going to be very physical. Very physical.
Yes.
I think that bodes well for Notre Dame because I think they're built for it.
They are.
Yeah, it's going to be a classic game.
No finesse football.
Oh yeah, put tighten that chin strap up for this game because it's going to be very physical. Very physical. So, look, appreciate you jumping on, bro. Just wanted to get a reaction and see.
And thanks for having me on, man. Thanks for having me on. I'm going to be shooting you some texts. Text is just getting your interaction on some of these playoff games tomorrow, man. And then, we'll see what's up.
For sure. Hey, man, we'll see y'all next Wednesday for sure and possibly after the NFL playoffs. So,
yeah.
See y'all next time. Thanks, bro.
Peace.
We lock and load, Allen Prince. It's the Allen